Thank you for subscribing to our channel. Today is Wednesday, March 24, 2021. BBC report. Zulu King Goodwill Zwelithinis death. Queen chosen as regent. Queen Mantfambi Ma Dlamini Zulu held the status of Great Wife since her marriage to the king in 1977. Her appointment has fueled speculation that one of her sons will become king of the 11 million-strong Zulu nation. Zwelithini, 72, had diabetes and died in hospital of COVID-related complications on the 12th of March. He was the longest reigning Zulu monarch, having served on the throne for almost 50 years.
Fox report. Virginia Beach mass shooting. Authorities find no motive after suspect killed 12 in 2019. Virginia Beach police cannot determine a disgruntled city employee's motive for killing 12 people in a municipal building where he worked, according to a report on the 2019 shooting released Wednesday. Despite exhaustive investigative work and in spite of unsubstantiated rumors and accusations, it appears we may never know why he committed this heinous act, the report concluded. According to the 24-page report, shooter Dwayne Craddock, 40, did not leave a note or any other account that would explain his actions.
CNN report. Get ready to see more films like Cruella on Disney+. Even as the pandemic pummeled its businesses, Disney managed to eke out a blockbuster success with its streaming service, Disney+. But to keep those subscribers, and, crucially, to attract new ones, the company needs content. That includes Cruella, the origin story of the dastardly yet fashionable villain from 101 Dalmatians, starring Emma Stone. That film, which Disney announced on Tuesday, is set to debut simultaneously in theaters and Disney Plus for an extra fee on May 28, is just one of Disney's many live-action reboots that will be available soon in your living room.
Fox report. Ship blocking Suez Canal reportedly on the move. A cargo ship the size of a skyscraper that got stuck in Egypt's Suez Canal on Tuesday is on the move, according to reports. The blockage disrupted traffic in the 300-foot-wide, man-made waterway for nearly a day when the MV Ever Given, a ship registered in Panama that carries cargo between Asia and Europe, hit the bottom of the canal Tuesday. The ship started moving Wednesday after being refloated and moved to the side of the waterway, a shipping source and a witness told Reuters.
BBC report. Coronavirus. India temporarily halts Oxford AstraZeneca vaccine exports. They said rising cases meant domestic demand was expected to pick up in the coming weeks, and so the doses were needed for India's own rollout. The move, described as a temporary squeeze by officials, is expected to affect supplies until the end of April. Some 190 countries under the COVAX scheme are likely to be affected. The scheme, which is led by the World Health Organization, WHO, aims to ensure vaccines are shared fairly among all nations.
CNN report. German Catholic clergy rebel against Vatican over same-sex unions. German Catholic theologians and clergy have mobilized against a recent ruling from the Vatican that said the Catholic Church would not bless same-sex unions. The ruling is characterized by a paternalistic gesture of superiority and discriminates against homosexual people and their lifestyles, according to a statement put together by the Catholic Theological Faculty at Munster University, published Tuesday.
Deutsche Welle report. Facebook. Chinese hackers spy on Uighur Muslims abroad. Chinese hackers used fake Facebook accounts and websites in an attempt to break into computers and smartphones of Uighur activists, journalists and dissidents, the social media company announced Wednesday. Facebook said it was able to detect and disrupt the hacking operation by removing the group's accounts, which numbered less than 100. It also blocked the malware domains and notified those whose accounts were compromised.
BBC report. Pope cuts pay for cardinals as Vatican finances hit by pandemic. Cardinals will see their pay reduced by 10% from April, the Vatican said. They are believed to receive up to €5,000, £4,300, $5,900, a month and often live in subsidized accommodation. The Vatican expects a deficit of €50 million this year. Its income has been badly hit by the closure of museums and other attractions in the pandemic. The Pope has previously said that he does not want to fire people in difficult economic times.
Al Jazeera report. Erdogan says Turkey wants region to become island of peace. Turkey wants to resolve conflicts and make more friends while turning its region into an island of peace, President Recep Tayyip Erdogan said on Wednesday. Speaking to thousands of supporters at a party congress held amid a new surge in coronavirus cases, Erdogan said he was determined to increase the number of our friends and resolve hostilities in the region. We will continue to shape our relationships with every country from the United States to Russia, from the European Union to the Arab geography in line with Turkey's interests and our people's expectations, the Turkish president told his ruling Justice and Development Parties, AK Party, Congress in the capital Ankara.
Fox report. Head of Paris ICU warns of infernal month ahead for hospitals. The head of an intensive care unit at a Paris hospital said on Wednesday the next month would be infernal for French hospitals due to a spike in coronavirus cases amid the country's third wave. Jean-François Timsit of Bichat Claude Bernard Hospital in Paris told France Inter Radio that whatever the country does, those infected this month will soon need to be hospitalized, leading to overcrowding. According to Reuters.
CNN report. Elizabeth Warren grills Janet Yellen. Why isn't BlackRock too big to fail? Single quote. Senator Elizabeth Warren wants to know why the Biden administration isn't more concerned that BlackRock manages $9 trillion in assets, more than the annual GDP of any country not named the United States or China. At a hearing held by the Senate Banking Committee, Warren noted that the Federal Reserve began designating very large banks as too big to fail, giving them stronger oversight granted by Congress in the Dodd-Frank Act.
CNN report. Myanmar protesters join silent strike after soldiers kill 7-year-old girl in her father's arms. Myanmar security forces shot dead a 7-year-old girl in the city of Mandalay on Tuesday, the youngest victim yet in the military's bloody crackdown on civilian opposition to the February 1 coup. The young girl was killed in her home during a military raid, according to advocacy group Assistance Association for Political Prisoners, AAPP, and Reuters news agency. Citing relatives. Local news outlet Myanmar now reported the girl, named Kin Myo Chit, was shot while sitting in her father's lap after security forces kicked down the door to the family's home.
Deutsche Welle report. Russia. Alexei Navalny's health worsens in penal colony, lawyers say. The health of Russian opposition figure Alexei Navalny is deteriorating as he serves a prison sentence, his lawyers said on Wednesday. The politician, who narrowly survived a poisoning last year, is serving a 2.5-year prison sentence in a penal colony outside Moscow. The camp is notorious for its harsh discipline regime. His lawyers demanded immediate access to Navalny, saying he was suffering from severe back pain and that his leg had gone numb.
Deutsche Welle report. Lego wins design patent case against German company at EU court. The General Court of the European Union, EUG, the bloc's second highest court, struck down a 2019 decision by the European Union Intellectual Property Office, EUIPO, on Tuesday, ruling that the design of Danish toy manufacturing giant Lego's building blocks are protected by patent. Wednesday's decision came after Lego appealed the EUIPO ruling, with judges writing, EUIPO erroneously declared invalid a design of a brick of a Lego toy building set. EUIPO failed to examine the relevance of the application of the exception relied on by Lego and failed to take into consideration all the features of appearance of the brick.
Al Jazeera report. Syria provides Lebanon oxygen supplies amid dire shortages. War-torn Syria promised oxygen supplies to neighboring Lebanon as both countries struggle with unprecedented economic woes and a surge of coronavirus infections. We will supply Lebanon with 75 tons of oxygen in installments of 25 tons a day for a period of 3 days, Health Minister Hassan al-Gabash told reporters after a meeting with his Lebanese counterpart on Wednesday. The oxygen shipment, which will be delivered immediately, will not strain Syria's supplies, al-Gabash said, adding the first delivery arrived that day.
Al Jazeera report. Greed is the problem, not the solution, for vaccine woes. On the anniversary of the United Kingdom's first lockdown of the coronavirus pandemic, as candles were lit in doorways and the country mourned 125,000 deaths, the Prime Minister was in the mood for gloating. The reason we have the vaccine success is because of capitalism. Because of greed, my friends. Boris Johnson reportedly told Conservative MPs. Before pleading, forget I said that. The timing of the comments was distasteful in the extreme as countries across the world are struggling to find any vaccines. While Britain has acquired several times the doses it needs by bypassing the international bodies meant to ensure a fair global allocation.
Fox report. Florida lottery player wins first $15 million prize in state's newest scratch-off game. A Florida lottery player became the first person to claim the top prize in the state's new billion-dollar Gold Rush Supreme scratch-off game, officials said. Richard Morgan claimed a $15 million prize last week using a secured drop box located at the Gainesville district office, lottery officials said. Morgan opted to receive his winnings as a one-time, lump sum payment of about $13.2 million. The ticket was purchased at a Jiffy Foods in Homosassa.
Thank you for watching 5 p.m. recap. To be notified, you can subscribe our channel and activate the bell.